track. We're gonna test out the little draggy thing today, so that's gonna be cool. We've got the gang out here today. A lot of people are out here testing and tuning for Sick Week. We already made one pass, just a test pass, 11 pounds boost, nothing crazy. Now I'm just waiting for the old man to pull up and our boy Jay, and then we'll should be ready to rip. We're gonna go ahead and make a pass without Pops. He's out there building a car. He's not building a carburetor, but he's putting a carburetor on for somebody right now, so. Slow. That's cool though. I can see all my stuff already. That's a sweet ride, man. That's cool. Based on this, we went 1027. It's not terrible. Left on 14 psi and it hooked. Whole race car's doing pretty good. We're getting some decent passes. The last pass said 1021, but man, it's kind of cool to be posted up with this thing. This thing is pretty cool. You know, Jay's checking out the car, and we're going over some of the stuff, some of the minor things we can do. But you know, man, it's looking like this thing just is gonna eventually need some power. So we will get there at one point. So that's the end of the video. We thought we hurt the motor, so we packed up the car and got out of there. Full pressure, temperatures, computer, everything pointed to the motor being fine. But there was this loud ticking noise that popped up when we got on the trans brake. And that was just daunting enough for us to say, you know what, better safe than sorry, pack it up. We'll tear it down. Immediate thought is pain, and how much is this gonna cost me? But I could not ask for a better setup in that car. There was a lot of doubt around how fast it might actually go. It made 500 horse. It had stock cams. We were just hoping for 10s. And then there was the idea of maybe even reaching 9s, which was not anticipated at all, but was just awesome. The experience along the way was just incredible with that motor and that setup. So really, I got all the fun and learning out of the stock setup in that car that I could have really asked for. Like, I'm not asking for any more. It did everything it needed to do. I think I just got really lucky. The combination obviously helps. Converter combination, turbo combination, rear end gear, all that stuff helps. Don't get me wrong. But I could not have done it on my own. Whereas I feel like a lot of people aren't in a position that I might have been in or been presented with at one point. So I'm super lucky, super grateful for all of that. I couldn't have done it without my dad. Obviously, he's the workhorse that drives the whole project, the team. He motivates me every single day, and I wouldn't be here without him. His connections to people and the way that he's able to communicate with people, I would not have the connections that I do today, I think, without him. I have obviously Pedro on the team at Suspect Engineering doing a phenomenal job of just supporting me and everything related to Mark III Supras, wiring. He's just a really good guy and a really good friend, and he's taught me a lot along the way. The support of my family is the biggest help ever. You know who you are. If you're not actually blood, you are part of the family as well, and always at the racetrack with me supporting. That is the biggest help, always. Even if it's just moral support. Jay behind the computer and the support for product support and telling us what we should get and what we shouldn't get and what we should do and what we shouldn't do has just been the best along the way. Bill was a big instrumental part to the beginning of this process with providing the turbo from Garrett. It was a part of that really solid combination, so that was a big help. My dad's connection to Kenny Wells and Al Williams. Al Williams has helped out a lot with all the little knick-knack things here and there, and has been a very instrumental part to a lot of the design and the random miscellaneous things that we have to create on our own for this car, because there's just not a lot out there. And then, of course, with Kenny Wells with the transmission, transmission's perfect. It's what we asked for, and he used to build my dad's back in the day, and he's building mine. So I'm super fortunate. A lot of people, there's going to be ones that I'm not going to be able to mention, that have been a part of this build, whether they've turned a wrench or just showed up at the track. Perfect combination of people and components that made that car work the way it did. The last component I'll add is maybe me being 120 pounds soaking wet might have helped a little bit there. But no, good people, good combination, and you can make anything happen. So I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with how everything turned out, and I'm not bummed about this, because it really just means gotta pull the motor out and build something bigger.
Like, don't give me no damn win. I'm Ken Roxon. Man, I'm German chocolate. I'm Willy Wonka in this thing.